South Africa has been thrown into political and social upheaval following a stunning call from Chief Justice Raymond Zondo for President Cyril Ramaphosa to step down immediately. The shock announcement, made during a nationally televised judicial address, has sent tremors through government corridors, ignited fierce debates in Parliament, and triggered mass protests across the country. Justice Zondo, who spearheaded the years-long State Capture Commission, delivered a blistering statement in which he accused President Ramaphosa of failing to act decisively against entrenched corruption, systemic mismanagement, and the alarming erosion of public trust. With his voice firm but edged with frustration, Zondo declared, "This nation has endured enough. We cannot afford leadership that shields the powerful while the poor suffer. For the sake of South Africa's future, the president must vacate office without delay." The statement sparked an immediate political firestorm. Opposition parties, including the Democratic Alliance, DA, and the Economic Freedom Fighters, EFF, seized on Zondo's remarks as validation of their long-standing criticisms of Ramaphosa's presidency. The DA called for an emergency motion of no confidence, while the EFF vowed to take the fight to the streets if the president did not resign within 14 days. Outside the union buildings in Pretoria, thousands gathered, waving banners reading "Enough is enough" and "Zondo speaks for us." Similar demonstrations erupted in Cape Town, Durban, and Johannesburg, with protesters demanding accountability not only from Ramaphosa but from the entire ruling ANC leadership. The ANC, visibly rattled, responded with a mixture of defiance and panic. Party spokespersons dismissed Zondo's comments as overreach by the judiciary, warning of a constitutional crisis if the line between judicial independence and political authority was blurred. However, insiders revealed deep divisions within the ANC, with several senior members privately admitting that Ramaphosa's position had become untenable. Internationally, the news made headlines from London to New York, with analysts warning that the crisis could destabilize an already fragile economy. The rand plummeted in early trading, foreign investors grew jittery, and South Africa's credit outlook was placed under review. The African Union and SADC issued cautious statements, urging calm and respect for constitutional processes. Meanwhile, ordinary citizens expressed a mix of hope and fear. For some, Zondo's call was a long overdue act of courage, a rare moment when the nation's judiciary openly confronted political power. For others, the move risked plunging the country into deeper instability, potentially creating a power vacuum that opportunistic factions could exploit. As the political standoff intensifies, pressure mounts on Ramaphosa to address the nation directly. His silence since Zondo's announcement has only fueled speculation that behind-the-scenes negotiations are underway, possibly paving the way for a voluntary resignation in exchange for immunity from prosecution. One thing is clear: South Africa stands at a dangerous crossroads. Whether Zondo's dramatic intervention will be remembered as the spark that saved the nation's democracy or the trigger for a constitutional showdown will depend on the coming days. The streets are restless, the political elite is cornered, and the people are watching closely.